Welcome back to Ninja of the Seas. Let's talk about Joy Boy and Imu for the time being, and I promise you it makes sense, but it must have been hidden in plain sight this all time. When Luffy awakened Gear 5, the One Piece world changed forever. No longer just a rubber man, he became a force of nature, an embodiment of freedom, laughter, and chaos. Officially named the Hito Hito no Mi, model Nika, this mythical Zoan fruit transformed Luffy into the sun god himself. But this transformation isn't just about strength or style. It's symbolic. It's a deliberate, philosophical counter to the existence of Imu, the shadowy god king who sits atop the world. Let's start with the visuals. Gear 5 turns Luffy's body bright white, like light itself. His hair turns into clouds, his body radiates an aura of joy and energy, and the environment bends around him in cartoonish ways. It's chaos personified. But in contrast, every time we see Imu, it's in total darkness. Their throne room is shrouded in shadows. They glide silently, cloaked in butterflies, carrying an air of unsettling grace. Luffy's laughter is loud and free. Imu's power is silent and absolute. It's no mistake that Gear 5 was introduced as the power of the warrior of liberation. The sun god Nika, from whom this ability draws its myth, was said to bring smiles and freedom to slaves. Luffy's fighting style even becomes a joke, stretching, morphing, springing in ways that defy physics and make enemies look ridiculous. It turns battle into comedy. But comedy, in this context, is resistance. Laughter is Luffy's rebellion against oppression. And if Luffy is the god of joy, Imu is the god of fear, using destruction, secrecy, and control to keep the world in line. But the contrast isn't just thematic, it's historical. In Joy Boy's era, there must have been a moment where a divine figure, Nika or someone like him, stood against an oppressive force. That force, which later became the world government, may have been led or created by Imu. Gear 5's existence proves that the old gods were not just myth, they were real. And if Joy Boy wielded that same power 800 years ago, then we can infer something massive. Imu was his counterpart. In a twisted way, just as Luffy dances in battle, bends the world to joy, and liberates nations, Imu bends the world through erasure. Lulusia wasn't defeated in war. It was deleted, removed from maps, memories, and geography. That's not political strategy, that's divine punishment. The same way Luffy rewrites reality in his own joyful image, Imu wipes it clean with silent judgment. Let's examine the implications of Luffy's transformation. Gear 5 doesn't just change his abilities, it changes the tone of reality itself. He makes thunder bend to his will, turns the ground into trampolines, and even alters his own heartbeat. His drums of liberation are literal. It's a rhythm that echoes through the world, shaking the foundations of the existing order. It's an awakening not just of power, but of a forgotten truth. That reality can be shaped by will, joy, and imagination. Now flip that. Imu's will shapes reality too, but through fear, through systems, through control of information, history, and bloodlines. Imu erases inconvenient truths. Luffy amplifies them. Gear 5 is absurdist. Imu is austere. Gear 5 is chaos that sets people free. Imu is order that enslaves under the illusion of peace. In this light, their inevitable clash becomes more than just a battle. It becomes a cosmic showdown between opposing laws of existence. And here's a detail many fans miss. Gear 5's laugh, Nika Nika, isn't just a reference to the fruit's name. It's a reflection of Luffy's essence. His laugh is uncontainable. It's primal. But we've never heard Imu speak, let alone laugh. That absence speaks volumes. Laughter is a sign of life, of humanity. The lack of it in Imu's presence implies something deeply inhuman, perhaps even unnatural. Could Imu be a being from the void century, artificially preserved? Or perhaps, like Luffy channels Nika, Imu is a vessel for something darker, a god of judgment or oblivion. It's not just about aesthetics either. Luffy frees those around him. He doesn't force loyalty, he inspires it. Imu, by contrast, maintains power through manipulation of the celestial dragons, the 𝐽 and now the Holy Knights. Where Luffy uplifts, Imu controls. That contrast can't be ignored. Their powers exist on the same scale, but opposite sides, as if Oda is preparing us for the ultimate confrontation. Joy incarnate versus divine judgment. And let's not forget the symbolism in Luffy's heartbeat, those drums of liberation. Every time they pound, it's like a war drum echoing from the past, shaking the chains of oppression. Imu, on the other hand, eliminates sound. Think about it. When Lulusia was destroyed, there was no explosion, no war, just silence and light. It was the inverse of a heartbeat. If Luffy's heart symbolizes life and rebellion, then Imu's silence symbolizes death and obedience. Gear 5 isn't just the peak of Luffy's journey. It's a callback to a forgotten age when gods walked the world, and laughter itself was sacred. And now, in this modern era of false gods and silent kings, the true god of freedom has returned, just in time to face his mirror, Imu, the god of nothingness. So, when that final battle comes, when Luffy stands in 𝐼𝐸𝐺 facing the void on the empty throne, it won't be just a fight for the One Piece. It'll be a collision of philosophies, a battle between a laughing sun and a silent shadow. And through that clash, the truth of the world will finally be revealed. That the only thing more powerful than fear is joy. The only thing that can silence tyranny is laughter. And the only thing that can break the throne of a false god is the will of a free one. Thanks for staying till the end. Like the video and subscribe to our channel for more.